Hey y'all, we are going to continue talking about our molecules. We kind of started introducing this right before we went on spring break, so we are going to start with reviewing about molecules, and then we're going to dig in a little bit deeper. So we're going to just kind of start all over and pretend like we never even talked about it, because I know it's been a lot of time in between. So molecules. So I want you guys to look at these three big pictures right here. So what we have here is a image of a molecule. This is a picture of energy, kind of like lightning bolts, and a picture of a large molecule. So which two are molecules? So think about that for a moment. So if you look and compare the three pictures here, the two pictures that are molecules is our water molecule and our large molecule. And I want you to really look at and think about what these images have in common, because we're going to be talking about that in our next little section. So let's look at our main ideas for this chapter. So our first main idea is that molecules are held together by bonds. This is what is very similar from the two pictures before. They both were held together by these little structures right here called bonds. So each are the different types of atoms held together by bonds. Chemical reactions change molecules. We're going to discover and do some experiments with chemical reactions so that we can really understand what that actually means. We're different types of molecules are for different things. So each one is very different and has a different meaning and helps our life and Earth. So we're going to be learning about the different molecules for different things. And then the last one is DNA is a code for RNA in proteins. So those are really our big ideas. The shape of the molecules helps it do its job. So that's where it's either very simple or more complex. Very small changes in molecules can lead to big differences in how the molecule works, and that the DNA code makes proteins. So we're going to look and read. I'm going to read to you guys a few pages of just an overview summary for our chapter molecules. All of these pages are uploaded into the Canvas module, so you guys can look back over that. You can follow along, or you can just listen and follow along to me as I read these aloud. So for our overview, so molecules are very important in biology because they make up all living things. All cells are made up of molecules. Molecules make up abiotic things as well. Molecules are made up of even smaller substances called atoms. Atoms form bonds. Those are those things that hold together each atom with one another. These bonds hold molecules together. Most molecules are held together by many bonds. I'm going to show you guys an example of what that looks like. So this is a water molecule. H2O. 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. And these two gray pieces are called can you guess? Bonds. Okay, so everyone say that out loud. Bonds. Great. So our bonds are holding together each atom, which forms this, for example, is our water molecule. And we'll be working with those a little bit later. So to continue with our overview. So special types of molecules called macromolecules make life possible. These molecules are found in every cell. They are very large molecules that usually contain over 1,000 atoms and are held together by strong bonds. The different macromolecules keep cells working by performing important jobs. Understanding how molecules work is key to understanding how life works. And some of those huge macromolecules that we're going to be talking about are the proteins, carbohydrates, and lipids. And if you can remember before we left, those lipids mean fats. And if you think about those three main words right there, it's all about the foods that we eat. So as we continue on in our next chapter, we are going to be talking about nutrition and how to read those food labels, because those are really important, because what we put on our body, we're eating those things, and of course we are made of cells, which is what we just talked about, and that is what fuels our cells within our body. So that is it for today. You guys are going to now really look over some vocabulary words. I just created a Quizlet, and so that link is in the modules. I want you to have at least 10 minutes of Quizlet time with your vocab words, because you will have a quiz on them at the end of this week.